hands on you and just knocks you,
nah,
punch you in the face.
I only wear them like, I don't wear them like
a comfortable situation.
I don't like wearing glasses.
Me neither.
And I don't like wearing contacts in case of a squabble. I don't know what'll happen.
I mean, what are the odds of that?
I can still see.
If you have a squabble, you're probably going to have a few seconds to take your glasses off and put them to the side.
No, I'm not going to even miss them few seconds. I ain't going to have them on. Period.
When I was a kid,
I don't wear them in public.
Not wearing glasses seemed like a very important thing because I was getting in fights all the time.
You ain't had no fights. You was a little punk-ass white boy.
You could not have hung out.
You got your goddamn bike took.
You wouldn't have lasted a day at Nashua High.
Mom, they took my bike.
I don't sound anything like that. You wouldn't have lasted a day at Nashua High. They would have hemmed you up.
When your dad calls collect, you tell him about it.
Why would my dad be calling collect?
Because he was in the penitentiary. Your dad's kind of like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up. I'm glad he is.
I don't even know if we knew about collect calls back then.
Huh?
When are we doing the dad pod?
We got to do it whenever you want to do it.
You got a dad bod? We're going to do a dad pod?
Yeah, whenever you want to do it, man.
Okay.
Shit. Get it done.
You going to the Big Sad show tonight?
Oh, they called me about that.
At the Novo. Pull up.
Who?
What?
You're not going there, are you?
No.
Yeah,
why? You're going to bomb it or something?
I'm not going to do anything.
What?
But I want you to go home today.
I am going to go home today.
That's great.
That's really more of a personal thing. Why? You're saying something crazy is going to happen. And if it does, you're going to take credit for it.
No. I'm not taking credit for nothing.
You're John Gotti in the situation?
No, I will tell you this, right? Is you got a group of gatekeepers. That no matter what, eventually we're going to know. If we don't know prior to, we're going to know right before or therefore after. Because they call and they ask like, yo, is any of your people? And when they ask me too many questions like that, I just know. I'm like, I don't got no people, hitting the stage. I'm glad you kind of brought it up. But
I mean, it'll already be a few days old by the time this comes out.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully everything goes great.
If nothing happens, you're going to look like a weirdo for sitting here acting like something's going to happen.
Listen, I can't stop it. I don't want nothing to happen. When I get calls and they say, Wack, you don't have anybody performing at this particular show, and I'll be like, I just say no. If I say yes, right, usually it says, all right, what time is a set time and who is it? And I tell them, and then we get off the phone. And then whatever they doing, they usually work around it. But I just simply told them, nah, I ain't got nobody there that night.
Should I pause this podcast and call Big Sad and say, hey, Wack is saying some spooky shit?
I'm not saying anything. I just said...
No, you're being spooky.
All I said was I got a call if any of my people are going to be performing that night. And I said no. And they was like, okay, cool. And they got off the phone.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to stay outside of this whole situation. Nothing that you've said here makes me think that it's a big enough threat for me to alert him.
I wouldn't know if it was a threat or not.
I'm sure he's pulling up with an assumption of some degree of threat. He's going? Wack says you're going to die. No, you're in the audience, so you sounds like you'll probably be all right.
You going to the audience?
He's going there to film. So if there's if there's a massacre, then I guess we'll capture.
So listen, so there's a front area to the left side of the audio. Best place to film, most neutral spot in there.
Spooky.
Not because if the door comes here, you got the front here, and he'll be here. So if anything's going on, disgruntled fans because they don't like the music, or somebody backstage flips out on the E-pill and want to rush the stage, he'll be out the way, but he'll be in position to get the content. The
Novo, one of the more high security environments that you could perform at in Los Angeles.
You okay?
You don't buy it?
Huh?
You don't buy it? Every time I've been there, it's pretty impressive.
You okay?
Okay.